Hello, this is Pamela Azzara bringing you your weekly reading for March 18th through the 24th. And I've already shuffled the cards and already picked our 3 for the week. And the reason for this is just to be a little bit quicker because at the end of the reading here, I'm going to be answering some questions that had been asked of me. And I thought I would do a video with the questions or just do it at the end of the reading, which is what I chose to do this week. So we'll just get through the reading, and those that aren't interested in the questions can just turn it off after that. So the Universal Weight is the deck we are using today. That won out on the votes and actually won out pretty highly, which is unusual. So let's see for Monday and Tuesday. We have the 6 of Wands. And this is the feeling of victory. This is hard work being done and coming home with a satisfied feeling, with a feeling of hard work being done and home with a feeling of satisfaction. This is possibly with all of our troops, our men and women, deployed now. Some are coming home, some are starting to come home. If you know somebody in your family that will be coming home at the beginning of the week, or you'll be getting news of them coming home at the beginning of the week, that is what this card would be all about. Hard work, coming home with a feeling of satisfaction. I've done a good job, now I deserve to rest, now I deserve to have some time off, and a feeling of sort of an honor coming home as well, sort of like like a victory, like a war won or something. Home from war, reward after hard work. That's what this is all about. Like that old song, For He's a Jolly Good Fellow. That type of feeling is from this card always. Okay, let's see what our Wednesday and Thursday bring us. And this is the spring equinox in the middle of the week also. So this is a card of great friendship, good partnership. This is a good balance, a strong connection. Sometimes this has to do with a work relationship or a friendship just working well together. This is a good balance between two people. Very, very compatible, working well together. As I look at this, I'm not getting the feeling for you all that it has to do with work. Even though it is in the middle of the week, I'm kind of getting more of a feeling of a really good connection with a family member or a friend, or a long-time friendship, maybe gaining strength. Sort of a newer, deeper, stronger connection with a friend that you've had for a long time. And that is for the middle of our week. Let's see what our weekend has in store for us. So we have the 10 of Pentacles. Obviously a very good money card, a very good financial card for us, which we're all going to be happy about, right? That's for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And this has to do with, this isn't finding money or something like that. This is old money. This is corporate business old money or old family money. That's what this is all about. So this is a very good financial situation coming up for you on the weekend if you're watching this. Either there'll be news of positive financial changes, or they will actually be coming on the weekend for you. So there you have it. There's our week ahead, and I do thank you all for watching. And now I think I'll get to some of the questions. First, I need to address the newsletter. What happened with the newsletter? Somebody asked me. I am a nurse, and I wasn't working when I started the newsletter, and I am working now. However, the problem is not in writing the newsletter. I have so much content to write, and I love to just put it all out there. And it's not the writing of the newsletter. It's my lack of knowledge when it comes to setting it up so that it can be mailed as a newsletter. If I just wrote out information in article form and sent it out to each of you who have subscribed to the newsletter, I could do that, but it would just be in a letter form. It wouldn't look at all like a newsletter, and that's not very professional, and it's not the reason I'm doing it. I'm always glad to answer questions, either here on YouTube in this type of format, or on my Facebook page, or even at readerpam@gmail.com. I always try to get back to people within 24 to 48 hours. So it's just a matter of me figuring out how to get the newsletter out to people. It's just the lack of computer knowledge, the lack of the technical knowledge. It doesn't have to do with writing it. So I do apologize if anybody's missing that. I will try to get that figured out. It doesn't really have to do with time, and even though I have a lot less time now than I used to when I started that. So another question that was asked is, what about when negative things come up in the readings? What do you do about it? Somebody had asked about either reversed cards or something that shows something negative. I always ask for information of pure love and light and for the highest good of the person I'm reading for as I shuffle. I always do that. And even when I'm cleansing my cards, I ask for the pure love and light to surround the cards and always be in the messages. I rarely get a negative message. Sometimes there's something, life is full of obstacles and life is full of, stumbling blocks. It's not always a good message in the cards. However, I try to give advice to show, it's showing that this may happen, so you might want to think about doing this. Or if this is your situation right now, then maybe here's what can help. I also, as I said, I'm a nurse, but I also am a hypnotherapist and a life coach. And so I do have some professionalism in my advice. It's not just Pam's advice out of my life. So that's what I try to do if something negative comes up. I do have a newer deck of cards that I've recently received through a barter deal that I had, which I love, by the way. And if you have anything that you think you might be of interest, if you have no cash and you would like a reading, and you don't like the odds of a contest, because I usually have a contest on my Facebook page every once in a while, please contact me via email or, as I said, message me on Facebook. And I love those deals. But one of the decks that I had received does sometimes have some more darker messages, and I wasn't used to that. So I try to put a positive spin on it, or try to look at it in a more positive light, or just give advice for whatever the cards are showing. So I hope that's answered that question. Another question I had asked of me was how I got started in all of this. Well, my mother used to take me to psychic fairs, I think, my whole life, and the cards always intrigued me more so than anything else. I really don't know anything about palm reading. I do not consider myself psychic. I'm trying to expand on those abilities a little bit, as most of you know. I have started doing some photo readings in that, and that kind of came about through my interest in the paranormal and helping people to understand and deal with grief and with death and their families and that. So So my mother took me to psychic fairs, and I was always drawn towards the cards. And my mother went to card readers as well, and I don't even really remember going with her, but just talking about it throughout my whole life. I've had a couple people that have mentored me over the past few years, and one of them just really encouraged me to start doing it on my own and practicing with friends and family, and then really encouraged me to start charging for it. So that's where I'm at, and just the more you do it, the more confidence you get, the more you see that the cards really tell a story, and for a lot of people they really ring true, and that's just amazing. It still amazes me a lot of the times. And doing these weekly readings was a little bit of a challenge for me at first, because I really always concentrated on the person that I'm reading for as I shuffled, and there wasn't anybody to concentrate on for these. So the intuitive messages are harder to come by when it's not a personal reading. So I try to look at the cards and ask, other than just the basic book meaning, I try to ask, and look at the cards a little more deeply. And I always ask for, in these weekly YouTube readings, I always ask for a clear message for whoever may be watching. And that's kind of helped me, I think, get a little bit better at these. So, let's see. Another one. I was asked, my voice is starting to go out a little bit on me, so I apologize. Still getting over that cold I've had a while. With the paranormal stuff, I am part of a group. I'm very proud to be a part of Southwest Ghost Finders, and I will put the link to their website below in the comments here, or below the video here. And we go on investigations. They do every once in a while go on some of the more famous ones. I haven't been on any of those. My interest in more is in helping people to feel more comfortable in their homes and with what might be going on with them in their lives and with their families, and like I said, in their homes. So that's where my passion is helping them to understand what might be going on and not have such a fear, and sort of get away from what the TV shows us and what all those movies is showing us. It's not always, dark and scary and bad. And I do believe there are negative energy, negative entities out there. However, they're few and far between. Most of your paranormal activity are just humans that have passed away, that do not have their bodies anymore. And I don't even know if I would say they're stuck, but I think more so they're where they want to be. Sometimes they may be a little lost or confused, but we do go, you see I post on my page every once in a while, and if you are a friend on my personal page, as some of you are, you'll see I post when we go on some of the private residents, which we did last night actually, right after I had posted the contest winners. So I think that is that, and let me know how you like this format. If you have some other questions, if you'd rather I did a separate video, just let me know. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all spending this time and space with me. Thank you very much, and have a great week.